Hey now, say now. What's up, solar system? It's your girl, Righteous Soul. And that little first part, hey now, say now, I heard it somewhere. I'm sure it was poetry related, but I thought it was cool. So I was like, let me see if I can use this. I hope there's no copyrights on it. Hey now, say now. I like it. I like it. What y'all think? Well, anyway, today I decided I have a lot of time on my hands since healing from my injury, and so I've been sitting in for about going on 3 months now since my accident. And you know what? It's not hard to find things to do, not when your mind is used to being in go mode. But I did see a lot of people asking about Netflix, and I was like, okay, so I feel like I do a really good job at picking Netflix movies. Now, I'm not into horror movies, and not just movies but series. I'm not into any of that, but I am into like drama, sci-fi if it's interesting, and a couple of those little werewolf type shows, vampire-ish, but it has to be really good for me to watch those. So without further ado, I wanted to give you guys some of my top favorites. Top and favorites, it's the same thing. You know what? It doesn't even matter. I wanted to give you guys some of my tops, and to give you some suggestions. And guess what you get to do? You get to throw some back at me in the comment. And don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to touch that notification bell. All right, because that's how you're gonna stay connected to me, right? All right, we're growing together. All right, we're going to the top together. All right, but in the meantime, I want to enjoy the process because I really do enjoy this. Let's get into it. So, and it's not necessarily of this year, it's just my tops. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what the movie is or the series is without giving it away, because I know you guys are gonna want to watch these. I know you're gonna want to watch these. But first, you can't have Netflix and not have some snacks. So, you know, I have had to be hydrated a lot. As I'm healing and recovering, and so I have to do water. So I got a whole lot of mini waters over there. Then my favorite is peanut M&Ms, as some of you learned in the Who Knows Me Best challenge. Some people like popcorn, you know, so if I do a movie night, maybe popcorn, especially if we actually go to a movie. I definitely love having some snacks. You know, sometimes I'll put them in my little my little backpack, my little whatever I carry in there. Sometimes whoever with me might put it in there. Don't act like y'all haven't done it. I've been trying to improve, but you know, you like what you like. But then also, you know, when you go into the theater, I like to patronize the spots that I go into. Just like when some people come into my events, I would like for them to patronize the venue. You know, same thing. Not stuffing stuff in your purse and then bringing it in the venue. It's not fair, right? I mean, when you know better, you do better. So that's what's happening. All right, so I just wanted to let y'all know you got to get your snacks first. All right, now that we got some snacks, what's next? Soft. Y'all, this bed, before my accident, I went out and bought a new bed, and it got delivered literally the week of, or a few days, I think, before my accident. And it's very low. I'm not sure if you can see how low it is, but it's very low to the ground. But this mattress is to die for. It's really soft, really firm and soft, but it's perfect for me. So you got to have your little soft surface. You know, if you Netflix and chilling with somebody, you know, you gotta have your boo, your bae. For me, it's just me, you know, right now. You know, maybe my girl AJ may stop through and then we have a movie night, but that's it. You know, it's just me right now. Rose may come through. Guess what? And y'all, I didn't get to order the comforters that I wanted. I'm into like the Paris. I don't know if you guys have seen the traveling type blankets where it have like Paris on it and little designs. I'm into that, and they didn't have the color that I wanted, so I was still waiting. So I know when you guys watch some of my things, you're like, that don't match. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not fashionable anyway, so this is not out of the norm for me to just do something bland and be a guy about it. Like, just let me just be a guy about it and not care too much about it. But gotta have a soft pillow, right? So a soft pillow. So you got your snacks. You know, you got your options as the movies. For the movies, you have a nice place to lay your head. You got your boo and your bae. Or you got both. I don't know what you do. No judgment in my world, so you're welcome to do whatever. Guess what? It's time to go over my list So here goes. All right. This is one of my all-time favorite. And of course I got my phone for my notes because the girl gotta remember, right? So the Blacklist. Y'all heard of that one? The Blacklist. So the Blacklist is about an FBI agency that joins forces with America's most wanted criminal. And his name is Raymond Reddington. So, and he just so happens to be my favorite character in the series. So his daughter, so to speak, or I don't want to give anything away, okay? I don't want to give anything away because I want y'all to watch these. So I'm going to be very particular about what I say and don't say about these. Now, if you catch me in a slip up here and there, I'm sorry. I overjotted in my notes because I was really reimagining what I was watching. All right. The Blacklist is definitely on the top to watch. So when you click off of this, you know, go look at some more of my videos, leave some comments, help your girl climb. But then also, when you get ready to lay your head down at night, go and watch some stuff. You know, lately I've been watching a lot of YouTubers and been very hooked into it, you know. But every blue moon I try to throw in that series. And so just make sure you're watching The Blacklist. It's a good one. And the thing about The Blacklist is, you know, I've never seen a more chaotic family tree. You know, you got the mom, who has ties to Russia, Russian spy, you know, and then you have the dad, so to speak, who is America's most wanted. You know, what a messed up family tree. But don't we all just like a little bit of drama from here and there, you know? So it really keeps you pulled in, and that is definitely number one on my list. But I don't want to spoil anything about it, and I don't even want to say anything about Tom, her husband. I'm gonna let y'all find out that for yourselves. But put in the comments if you've seen it, if you like it. The next one on my list is Money Heist. Man, it's about a criminal mastermind. They call him the professor. You know, he's the one behind it all. And the point of it all is to rob banks, and not just any banks. They real bougie with it, real fancy. So they robbing the difficult type banks. The mastermind, the plot behind what they have to go through. They plan it all so perfectly. You know the movie that it reminds me of? Inside Man. Inside Man is what this particular series reminds me of. And honestly, y'all, and my favorite character in that one is Raquel. I'm not going to tell you much about her because you're going to see her, you know, kind of transform into something different in the movie. So I don't want to give that away. I mean, in the series. And if I say movie, forgive me, because I'm going to say that a lot because I keep thinking of Netflix movies instead of series too. All right. But I'm going to tell y'all now, I've never wanted criminals to get away with their crimes more than I have in The Blacklist and Money Heist. I was rooting for the criminals. I was like, what did they do to me? Like, what? So yeah, that's that. So next on my list is number 3, but it's not in any particular order, but these are some of the tops. The 100. Now that's a good sci-fi movie. It's more about where Earth gets destroyed by a nuclear type of Armageddon, and you know it's not safe down, you know, on Earth for about 3 generations. So it's about 4,000 survivors just floating, you know, above in space, surviving until the Earth is ready to be habitated again. So what happens is when it's time, you know, a certain amount gets to go down. So it gets, you know, when it comes down to surviving, people, man, that survival instinct kicks in, and people will kill their relatives, their blood to get to live, you know, to survive, because everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to die. You know, you heard of that? You know, it's like that, but it's a very good survival instincts have to kick in this movie. These people could have survived, some of them anyway, off on Naked and Afraid. And so my favorite character in this one is Clark. And you know, who doesn't like the Harry Potter of the story? You know, who doesn't like that? You know, and then, you know, she battles her own demons throughout the series, but you guys, get ready because like it's really really good, and I'm excited. And I think the new season comes out on October the 8th. So y'all get your goodies and pop your popcorn. It's sitting here as a prop, but y'all pop your popcorns. I know some of y'all be eating seeds, like those people that be eating cotton and aluminum foil and stuff. No judgment, but do better, people. Do better. All right, so next up on my list is The New Girl. I don't know if y'all have seen that series. The New Girls is more of a quirky, the character Jess, but this one is more like dry humor. So yeah, definitely check that one out. And then, you know, what's not to love about a girl, you know, and so much that could happen with 3 guy roommates. So you just imagine, and that it happened. Everything you can imagine right now. Pause. It happened. All right, next up, Ozark. Ozark, it's like there's a family-oriented, hard-working guy. You know, he just basically gets mixed up in some stuff at work, but doesn't realize he's getting mixed up in it. He has a partner and friend who he trusts, and, you know, that guy is doing some stuff. And so I'm not going to say too much about that other than check it out. Ozark is definitely one that you want to check out, and the guy just has to do everything that he can to kind of protect, you know, his family. And my favorite character in there, and yeah, I'm giving you guys my favorite characters in all of them, so you can get a kind of a feel of what I like. But is the dad, and one is because you got to do whatever you can to protect your family, and I don't necessarily see the best examples in men protecting families all the time, but I do have some people that I do know that would go through extremes, and I salute you men who are able to do that. So that's kind of why I like the dad, because he shows me a different side than what I'm used to seeing in that. Wentworth, I'm not sure if you guys have heard of that one. It's not like Orange. It's kind of like Orange is the New Black if you want to compare it to something, because it's so much drama happening within the prison system. And, you know, somebody got to fall in love. You know, somebody got to be beefing with this group, and somebody got to join forces with this gang, and for survival. You know, it's all the battle of the fittest. You know, somebody got to be a snitch. Somebody got to be the strict authoritative figure. So you got that, and you got like all of that as a combination for a good series. So Wentworth, and my favorite character in there is B. I can say more about B, but I'm not, because I want you guys to watch it. Now, The Originals is next on my list. It's really high up on my list, really, but it's just where it falls on this sheet. The Originals is one of those vampire werewolf type stories, but wait, before y'all judge me and turn your nose up in the air, it's not that kind. It's a really good kind, and it's about a family who's always tied up in something. You know, one of those students that always gets in trouble, and, you know, always has to find a new way to get out of trouble. That's what happens with this family. They just find trouble. They find enemies, and ironically, my favorite character is one of the most troublesome of the bunch, and his name is Klaus. So Klaus is my favorite one, and honestly, I've never wanted to be, you know, a team vampire. You know, I never, you know, if you want to pick a side, I was team vampire in this particular series. So check out The Originals. Next up is Black Mirror. I almost have to take off my glasses for this. Y'all, Black Mirror is so interesting. It's a sci-fi, by the way. And it's really about like modern technology and the demons and paranoia that comes with it. And they made it so interesting that, you know, it pulls you in. And I want to tell you who my favorite character is, but all the series have a different set of characters, so I can't tell you that. And it's hard to remember my favorite episode, because there's one that's so interesting and so weird that you forget what your favorite was, because you can't get that one out of your head. And it's the one where Anthony Mackie's character played in it. The episode is called Striking Vipers, where the friends end up in the video games. And I'm not gonna say too much more other than it's the weirdest of them. And I can tell you, it is it's series 5, episode 1. y'all, it is the weirdest of them that I've seen. And a lot of them are weird. And it makes me think of my favorite one was, I think they were in a, I can't tell you because it's gonna give away the what it was about if I tell you which one is my favorite, because I don't know how to explain it without giving away the plot twist, So definitely check that one out. Guys, y'all sometimes may not necessarily want to watch this one all the way through, but I know guys who watched it all the way through, they did feel weird about it. Very weird, and I feel weird about it, and I watched it, and I'm a lady. But check it out. There's only one way to find out. All right, y'all, I got 2 more on my list, and I really just did 10. I could go on and on, but I'll do another part if you guys are interested in hearing more of what I like. I'm a plain Jane type of person, so it don't take much to please me, but I really like interesting things. Okay, so 13 Reasons Why. It has a suicide kind of a storyline, I would say, and you want to be careful with this one because I know that there are triggers involved when that topic is brought up, and so I'm going to make sure that I put on the screen the suicide hotline number, because honestly, y'all, you deserve to be here. And if you have lost someone else, they deserve to be here too. They just maybe didn't get enough encouragement about being here, or the voices or whatever they was hearing or were hearing outweighed what was really true. And so I send a shout out, a heartfelt shout out to anyone who has lost anyone, and not a shout out in the sense of praise. I'm just saying my condolences, because you didn't deserve to have to experience that in this lifetime, and they didn't deserve to have to die. And if you're the ones out there thinking about it, you deserve to be here. If you need a sign, this is it. All right. And then for it to have to be evolving around young people, my heart goes out, because youth development is my thing. I was in that field for over 10 years, and I learned so many things about kids that even their parents didn't know. So it was one of those things where, hey guys, if you're gonna watch this one, just be aware of triggers, and don't worry, I'm gonna flash that number across the screen so you don't have to do any research to go looking for it. I need y'all to be careful when you are watching such movies, but it was an interesting one, and just have you think. And then also should remind you to check in on your youth. If you have teens, I don't have kids at all, but your kids are my kids. When I see them, my nieces are my nieces and nephews, actually. Whenever I can interact with them, that I do have a special place, because I know, man, even with the virtual world that's going on now, it can be a lot for them. So check in on those. Check in on our babies. I said our babies. Check in on them. All right, I don't mean to get too deep going down that list like that, but yeah. So definitely, somebody cares. Just know that. All right, last on my list is All American. If you like sports or you're into football, this one is for you. Not just that, but those rivalries and nothing like it. And then I don't want to give that storyline away too much, but just keep in mind, young athletes are such complex souls, especially when they're going through their growing stages, puberty, and trying to understand who they are, then preparing for colleges and things, all the woes that come, and it's not all bad, but all the woes that come with being a teenager, being young, and having to be forced with decisions and actually discover family secrets and things like that. So that kind of happens in here. And then that's a recipe for anger management development in a troubled teenage years. It's troubled teenage years when you have such complex things kind of going on within a series. So All American, I definitely recommend that. And I wanted to add this before I close out. There's a movie there's a series that was trending, could be still trending on Netflix, that everybody was getting into, and y'all, I tried, and it could have been I was just getting more hooked into the YouTube series, but I kept trying to get into this series, but I could not. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment sections. The Umbrella Academy. Do I need to give that another shot? And I'm asking because I really thought I tried, and I tried so many times. Like, I must have clicked on it 10 times, probably more than that. And then I had to keep rewinding because I wasn't paying attention. And then I was like, is this one of these series where you just have to pay attention from beginning to end? But then I kept reading people saying, oh, y'all gotta watch it. And then it was trending. So I was like, I don't know. Am I missing something? Was it just me? Okay. And now I did add something on my to watch list. So not only am I gonna give you one that I didn't necessarily get into that everyone else was into, but on my to watch list is Lovecraft Country. You know, it's one that people are now raving about, and I haven't gotten to see, or that I can think of, remember seeing any previews for it. Or what the series is about, but I'm going, or is it a movie? I can't remember, but I'm going to check into that. And while I check into that, y'all check into the comment section for me and let me know, what am I missing on my list? These are 10, but you know I'm going to come back with another list maybe in a couple of weeks because it's just so many, but I haven't been so engulfed in it, and then I have to backtrack to some series that I love and just couldn't fit on this list of 10 because I didn't want to over bombard y'all with just mine. But 10 is a good number to start with. That's enough for y'all to get hooked. Y'all are gonna get hooked on one of those, and when y'all do, come back, hashtag Righteous World in the comments and tell me, you know, girl, you did your thing on that list. Give me a little bit of credit on that if I did, because I think I did really well on that list. All right, the snacks should be all gone by now. If you've started watching the series, your bed should probably be sinking in or something of that. Mine don't sink in because it's comfy. But again, I really enjoy talking to you guys. At first, you know, kind of get awkward, you know, trying to start something new, but I'm really enjoying this. And if you guys are enjoying it, I need y'all to share it. I need y'all to like. I need y'all to comment. Put it on your social media. Ask people to, you know, to rock with your girl. And then this is a list that they might enjoy. So even tag them in there and say, hey, you've seen some people, you know, we all got those friends. I need something to watch on Netflix. Now everybody not doing that for attention. People really need stuff to watch, and they probably trusting your opinion. So holla at your girl, okay? And remember always, man, I know it's a righteous world, but it really isn't my world without y'all in it, because y'all help keep me going. All right, thank you guys. Remember, subscribe and turn on those post notifications, and I will talk to you next time. I'm out. Hey now, say now. I like that.